Hawaii. And if you remember watching the Roadrunner cartoons on TV, you know, the coyote falls off the cliff and hits the telephone wires and you hear, and then he bounces back up. That's how they did it. But anyway, I'm going to...
Why did they start with it? Why did they start?
Oh
with
yeah,
the
this this is one case where we actually know who invented an instrument. Back in 1889, I think it was.
You just made that up because you can't remember.
It's somewhere pretty close because it's about 10 years after the ukulele came in. A young boy by the name of Joseph Kekuku was walking along the railroad tracks carrying his guitar, and as boys do when they're just normally fooling around, he spotted an old rusty old bolt lying on the track there, and he picked it up and just for the hell of it, he thought, cool, I've invented the steel guitar. And apparently he practiced, he worked on it for 7 years. He went to his shops teacher in school, got him to help him to make a bar that he could use. He tried different things. He used the blade of a knife, he used a metal comb, he used a glass tumbler, but eventually he came up with this just using a steel bar, and that's what... People hear that sound, what do you think of right off the bat? Beaches at Waikiki and so forth. I'm going to try and throw a few things in with the songs that they're doing.
And Fred, you haven't started again yet.
No,
Alan.
no, Alan was supposed to contact me, but he never did. So I'm assuming he didn't have space.
There's a wonderful fellow, Alan Akaka, that Fred studied with through Skype for a couple. Well, we met him in Hawaii, and he's a fabulous.
Probably one of the 4 best Hawaiian style steel guitar players in the world.
His father was a senator for Hawaii, and Alan fell out of favor a little bit because Hawaii was going to declare their national instrument or their state instrument official, and people were immediately saying, well, it's the ukulele. And he said, it shouldn't be because the ukulele has its roots in Portugal because it was Portuguese. But the Hawaiian, the steel guitar actually originated in Hawaii, so it should be the instrument. And so of course it was like, but they ended up choosing both of them. Yeah. So in typical Hawaiian fashion, okay, no bother, we'll just everybody, sure.
No hoo-hoo.
Yeah. So,
Aole Pelikia.
yeah, and do you want to just play one?
Okay, just one thing I'd like to point out too. The first steel guitars were just like a regular guitar that they put a high nut on to raise the strings up so that the bar wouldn't rattle on the frets. This is like a second generation steel guitar where there really is no neck. It's body all the way up. And then the next step up was what was called a resonator instrument, where instead of having a wood soundboard, there were actually, in the original case, 3 aluminum discs that actually acted like the speakers in your stereo to amplify the sound of the strings. And then shortly after those were invented, then electric amplification came in and everybody started playing electric. Can I tell another story before I play this?
Tell us a story.
Go ahead.
This particular song has, I like to say, it comes with a story which shows that beautiful and courageous princesses are not just an invention of Disney. Princess Kaiulani of Hawaii, she was the niece of Queen Liliuokalani, who was the last monarch of Hawaii before the American takeover that I told you about earlier. Kaiulani was 18 years, and this was in 1891. She was 18 years old. She was getting her education in England when a telegram came saying that the coup had taken place that I told you about earlier. And she immediately left her studies, took ship, went to the States, and embarked on a public speaking tour to raise public consciousness against this move to annex Hawaii. And she had 3 strikes against her before she ever started. She was young, she was female, and she was not white. And in spite of that, she managed to get enough people interested. She actually scored a private interview with President Coolidge, I think it was at that time, and got him to support her cause. Unfortunately, it was he was near the end of his mandate, and that didn't last. So the United States annexed Hawaii in, it was 1898, and there's no happy ending to this one, no Prince Charming. 6 months after that happened, Ka'iulani died, and she had health problems, but if you ask a Hawaiian person today, a native Hawaiian person, chances are they'll say she died of a broken heart. And this is a piece that was written in praise of her. It's called Lei no Ka'iulani, a garland for Ka'iulani.